Coming up, we have some information you need to know on the drought right here.
And we'll talk all things tech and arts in Syracuse.
And don't forget, it's Juice Jam weekend. University Union's here to tell us all about Fetty.
We'll have that story and more. Stay with us.
Welcome to Juice and Java. I'm Jamie Weiss.
And I'm Jackie Prager. Let's head to the juiciest stories from this week in the Squeeze.
It looks like we may have a usually dry year. 10% of New York State is in an extreme drought. While some areas of New York continue to receive rain, much of Western New York has been experiencing abnormal dryness for the past 2 weeks. The Climate Prediction Center says this drought is likely to persist through at least the end of the year. So Jackie, I don't know about you, but I was very happy to be missing the winter last year, and then all of a sudden, there's no winter, no snow, no cold temperatures. Do we think that this means it's going to carry on?
I really hope so, because I know Syracuse winters is our 4th one, and hopefully it can get really bad, and if this really is a correlation, then that might be good news, actually. I know it's horrible to have a drought, but if that means less of a harsh winter, then
it makes it better.
I might be a little happy, and as long as everyone I know in Texas, they're having restrictions on using water, and I know in California it's very hard, but hopefully they're doing things to make sure that everyone's getting enough water. But if that's better for us, then maybe we'll see.
Droughts are never a good thing, but if it makes the winter a little milder, it makes it better in my book.
Well, speaking of other elements, we might be saying goodbye to any hope for a snow day here at Syracuse University, as we've been recognized as a storm-ready university. This storm-ready accomplishment shows that the university can help residents better prepare for hazardous weather and flooding. SU will be presented with a certificate and special storm-ready sign during a ceremony next week. David Nicosia, a warning coordination meteorologist for the National Weather Service, even said that we have taken the steps to be, quote, better prepared for whatever Mother Nature has in store. Now, this is exciting because we do have these terrible weather conditions, so hopefully it's better for the students here. But I don't know about you, but my concern is when it snows really bad, the freeze.
It does freeze, and even if you have an early morning class, the university and the city of Syracuse does such a good job clearing off the snow, but if you have those 8 a.m. classes and it's still snowing overnight, there's still going to be frozen water on the ground.
I know, I've walked outside and still had to go through feet of snow, and the worst part is the frostbite too, because many of us do live off campus and it takes about 15 minutes to get wherever you're going, and that's all it takes to get frostbite.
Seriously, and there's some seasonal depression involved in that. And speaking of some depression, the University of Vermont mathematician Chris Danford found Instagram could be an early predictor of depression. He said that some of the pictures you could post could be early indicators of clinical depression, and he conducted a study saying the pictures you post could be that early indicator. This study analyzes tens of thousands of photos and found that people with a history of clinical depression are more likely to have depression. If you post a black and white filter, you may have a history of depression, whereas if you use colored filters, there might not be a history. So that's a very interesting study. I don't know if I agree with it because I feel like I post pictures that may have colored filter, may have black and white filters.
I feel like sometimes it's just whatever you look more flattering in. I don't know, what's your favorite filter?
Ooh, I always go with Hex. It's one of the new ones. I always go with, I think it's called Hex or Valencia. Those are the two I go with.
I don't know, I don't even use filters. I just edit it inside, doing it highlights, lowlights, whatever it is that way. And so I don't know what that means according to this study, but maybe if it helps catch people who do have depression who might not even know it and they're able to be treated, that would be huge.
Definitely. It definitely would be.
Yeah, well, in other news, if you're afraid of clowns, you might want to stay away from Georgia. An 11-year-old girl was so afraid from threats from clowns on social media that she brought a knife to school for protection. She was arrested but since has been released to her mother. There's been a frenzy of social media threats and reposts of clowns harassing children in Georgia, as well as other southern states and Pennsylvania. Sheriff Kessner, who said this all started on Facebook, is begging for these clowns to stop, saying, quote, "It's time for this joke to end." Now, this is really concerning. I'm from Georgia, and I'm thankful that this wasn't happening when I was growing up. I mean, this is really scarring.
Are you afraid of clowns to begin with?
I'm not. I went to the circus when I was little, but you know what? A lot of people are, and they have really, really deep down fears of them.
They do. They definitely do. And I mean, I would be so freaked out if that happened to me. It's almost something like out of like a TV show.
I know, and you would think clowns are there for entertainment and they're there for the kids, and so they shouldn't be doing this. That's not what they're here for. And as a parent, I don't know, that's really concerning that your child is that afraid that they have to take a knife at 11 years old for protection. I don't know. Hopefully they can do something about it.
I hope so. Well, something else that's pretty scary, since you and I both have some Yahoo accounts. On Thursday, Yahoo confirmed that there's been a massive security breach. The stolen information may have included names, email addresses, telephone numbers, dates of birth, and possible security questions and answers. Yahoo is urging the affected 500 million users to change their passwords and update security questions. The FBI said they are, quote, aware of the intrusion and investigating the breach. So, like I said, we both have Yahoo accounts. This is pretty concerning, and I definitely need to go change my password.
I think that should be our top priority, but it's also crazy how so many different internet companies are all getting security breaches.
So many.
You'd think like they would be taking extra precautions on, especially after all the different security breaches that have been happening over the years, that they should have something in place to protect us.
And it's just scary because so many of us are so reliant on the internet and social media, and the fact that all of our information is now getting out there without our permission. It's just scary to think what could happen years from now.
And I know that a lot of us put, passwords and everything, social security numbers, and everything that could basically take your whole identity, and that's concerning to know that someone can just, with a click of a button, take it all away.
Yeah.
But speaking of other internet news, if you're currently looking for a baby name, you might want to consider Simone. Google Trends show that searches for Simone baby name have spiked by 230%. This is of course due to Simone Biles and her success at the 2016 Rio Olympics. Google also reported that this has been the first time since 2010 that there has been this much interest in the name Simone. Now, I don't know about you, but would you ever consider the name Simone?
I have to say, not off the top of my head, that I don't really think about baby names, but I wouldn't really think that Simone would be top of my list.
Well, I don't know. If it was any correlation that your child could turn out to be such a success as she was, then hey, you might as well try anything.
That's true. There was another Simone at the Olympic Simone Manual. She was the first African-American swimmer to really win a gold medal, and so clearly Simones are great athletes. So maybe I should have been named Simone because I'm not athletic at all.
Well, I know that you were working not in Rio, but you were working for the Rio Olympics, and you were there to be able to watch it all unfold, and it really was a great Olympics this year.
It was so great to watch, and I hope we see more of Simone in the future.
Oh, I'm sure we will, and she's going to win many more.
Well, after the break, Jamie McCoy will be here to talk about what's unique in Syracuse this week.
Stay with us.
Thomas, you've got prediabetes. But with more exercise and a change in diet, it can be reversed.
I've tried exercising. It just makes me hungry for bacon.
I love bacon, too. And who really likes to exercise?
Not me.
Me neither.
Nobody. So we're good?
What? Oh, you still have prediabetes. Big time.
Got a quarter?
Your daughter just had her first breakup. Do you A, put yourself in her shoes? B, console her?
Don't worry, sweetie. This is gonna happen a lot.
Or C, find her a new boyfriend?
Nice, single boys. That was weird.
As a parent, there are no perfect answers. But you don't have to be perfect to be a perfect parent. Thousands of teens in foster care will love you just the same.
Fancy pants peanut butter? A big screen television? You haven't even bought a sofa yet. A motorcycle? When your father finds out, he's gonna flip his shoes with 2 buckles? What do you even need 2 buckles for? Mr. Big Shot, buying whiskey shots for everybody in the bar. From the looks of it, I'd say nobody even remembers. Feed the pig.
Fall is upon us in Syracuse. Find out all of the exciting events coming up this season.
Jamie McCoy is here to tell us all about it.
As the temperatures begin welcoming in the fall season, it is becoming a great time to enjoy some of those indoor festivities. If you are a fan of theater and the arts, then it is definitely your season, as there are tons of shows hitting the stage both on and off campus. Tickets for Syracuse Stage's upcoming play, Great Expectations, are officially on sale. Opening night will be Wednesday, October 19th, and the show will run all the way through Sunday, November 6th. This is a great opportunity for students to experience one of Charles Dickens' greatest novels live and in Archbold Theater. Tickets range from about $20 to $40 and can be purchased either online at syracusestage.org or in person at the Syracuse Stage box office. In the downtown Syracuse area, Tech Garden is having a public art exhibit dedicated to celebrating the legacy of legendary musician David Bowie. It is called We Can Be Heroes. The exhibition started last Thursday, September 22nd, and will run all the way through Friday, December 2nd, giving locals and students plenty of time to make their way to the show. Admissions is free, and the exhibit will take place during normal business hours from 9 a.m. to 5 p.m. Tech Garden encourages the public to join them and let their inner Ziggy or Thin White Duke show for the night.
When we come back, roommates, childhood friends, and musicians Bradley and Phil Daniels are here to tell us their story.
We'll be all of that right here in a minute.
Fancy pants peanut butter? A big screen television? You haven't even bought a...
Look at you. You're at the top of your game. You're unstoppable. Nothing can throw you off track. Wait, is that your car? Uh-oh. Yeah, I saw that coming. That will throw you off track. You're looking at around 10 grand in fines, legal fees, and increased insurance rates. Let's try this again. Smart move. Because buzz driving is drunk driving.
Every time I hear the alarm bell go off in school, I think it's an air raid.
A lot of houses in our neighborhood have been destroyed. I like to close my ears and sing songs whenever the bombs come close.
I'm worried our new neighbors won't like us.
But I know it's all gonna be worth it. I just want my family to be safe. But these are not my words.
These are not my words.
These are not my words.
They said I have troll teeth.
That my voice sounded like a possessed baby doll.
That no one would ever love someone as stupid as me.
That I was fat, ugly.
Disgusting.
The effect of bullying is potent. We will no longer be the silent majority.
Now, when you see online bullying, there's something you can do about it.
We're gonna take action with the I.
I am a witness. I am a witness. I am a witness.
I am a witness.
I am a witness, and so are you.
Looking for these? You drive buzzed. It could be one very expensive ride.
First, you gotta make bail. Then pay me to get your car back.
Your insurance premiums will go through the roof.
And my legal fees just keep adding up. All told, it could end up costing you $10,000.
Buzzed, busted, and broke. Because buzz driving is drunk driving.
Today we have musical guests Phil Daniels and Will Bradley, or also known as The Lab. Thanks guys for coming in.
Yeah, no problem.
So can you guys, I know you have been childhood friends, so how did this kind of get started?
Yeah, like you said, Will and I went to high school together, and I think when we got up here, we both had music that we both loved, and we kind of shared that in common, so we just started really like making beats on our computers, and a couple other kids who lived on our floor actually happened to come in the room like it was like the first or the second night, and we were just like, hey, we should be a group and like make music together and perform and just do that. So that's kind of how it kind of just naturally came together and about.
So how do you guys create songs, or what's your process for actually making lyrics and stuff like that?
I'd say it's all about like just setting your mind to a certain topic, what you want to write that song about. And as far as the instrumentals, because we make our own music, that's kind of just your own inspiration. You just do what you want with that, but the lyrics are really where you get into what you're going to talk about in the song. And so that's like, to me, I find that very important. You have to really hone in on one topic, and then it all works out from there.
Yeah. I watched like a series of horror movies and made like a really dark song one time, and I can't listen to it right now. Like it's just...
It's that intense?
It's that intense.
Can you guys pull inspiration from anywhere, or is it usually one thing that you just sparks your inspiration?
Yeah, I think anywhere. I think like, especially with music, it's like you have so many different like cultures and places to kind of choose from. So I think the more you embrace like other people's music, the more it will really inspire you to like kind of just push your own art. Because like, I think as people, like everybody kind of plays off each other to do something. So I think that you can really get inspiration from anywhere. Like,
Do you guys have musicians that you really look up to or aspire to be?
Jeez, I don't know.
Yeah, that's a hard.
That's a hard question. I mean,
there's too many.
Yeah, there's always like the Kanye West. Like that's the goal. I want to like be able to show up as like a surprise guest on a show and have like a foreign crowd go nuts. Like that'd be crazy. That's my goal.
So do you guys do any performances now, or is it really just confined to your room?
Yeah, no, we do live shows. We did one at Shine last year. We did one at Goldstein. We did a bunch of like house performances, a bunch of house shows.
We had one back on Saturday.
Yeah.
Last Saturday we performed at a house. It was really fun. So hopefully coming up in the next couple of weeks we'll be able to do some more shows like that.
For sure.
So where would you guys want to go from here with your music?
I think
Deep question.
It's possible, you know. I think like since we're in college, it's good because we have like a safe route to kind of go to that we're in. But I think kind of the music is just like, how badly do we want it? You know, like how badly do we really want to push this?
Hard work pays off.
Yeah, it really does.
So.
Are you guys in majors that relate to music, or?
I am. I'm in the band year program, so I'm learning about the music business. So.
Yeah. I'm TV, radio,
my
and film, but I actually want to do some like scoring of music films, and like my cousin actually recently started doing that. So I that's like down the line. What I really want to do is like score the music for film. So.
And then do you guys find your music, the beats on SoundCloud, or do you upload your own music there?
We usually make our own.
Yeah, we usually make our own. Yeah, I played, there's a little background, I played piano for like 15 years. I played like classical piano, so I was classical.
And I played the trumpet, and that's how we met each other in high school, because we went to
we were in band together.
high school together.
No way.
For a long time.
You guys go way back. So how can we follow you guys?
SoundCloud. We have a group SoundCloud called The Lab. And then my own solo act is Young Squill. I wish I could spell it out, but and then you're.
And I'm Phil the Artist is my like solo name. So.
All right. Well, thank you guys so much for coming in. We'll definitely be on the lookout for more of your shows.
Great.
On the lookout.
We'll be right back after this short break.
Can be found anywhere, but the best place to start is in the forest.
I spy something beginning with S.
Snow.
No.
Snow-covered trees.
Nothing to do with snow. Head outside to discover incredible animals and beautiful plants that come together to create an unforgettable adventure.
Wow.
So grab your loved ones.
Don't even.
And explore a world of possibilities.
Come on, this way.
Visit discovertheforest.org to find the closest forest or park to you.
You've messed up your son's haircut.
Mom?
Do you A, try to fix it?
Like it never happened.
B, work with what you got? Or C, show solidarity?
Thank you, baby.
As a parent, there are no perfect answers. But you don't have to be perfect to be a perfect parent. Thousands of teens in foster care will love you just the same.
Taking care of a family member can lead to plenty of questions. Fortunately, there's a place to get the answers, for them and for you. Find articles, tips, and tools from experts and others who have been in your place. The Caregiving Resource Center at aarp.org/caregiving.
Tomorrow, Trap Queen and Keep It Mellow will be blasting on the North Skytop Fields. UU is here to tell us who we need to make sure to listen to. So I'm talking to Grant Nygaard, the Public Relations Director for University Union. Thank you so much for coming on the show.
It's great to be here.
So tomorrow morning, it's Juice Jam. Tell us about the day. What's it going to look like?
Well, it's going to be an amazing day. The weather looks great for once this year. I mean, it's been a while since we've had good weather for a Juice Jam, so we're really excited about that. Doors open at 12, music starts at 12:10, and then it's going until 6 o'clock.
So we have a ton of great artists. I know I'm super excited to see Tovlo, but can you run me again through the lineup?
Yeah, okay, so we have Lolo, who's like kind of a rock singer. She's really, really cool. She's up and coming. We have an electronic indie singer-songwriter named Steven right after that. And then right after that at 1:30, we have Marshmello, who everyone kind of knows, obviously. He's a big DJ. And that's really when the day is really going to start getting going. Everyone's going to start showing up to the field up at Skytop. After that, we have Drum, who's known for songs like Cha-Cha and Broccoli, which have been huge on campus recently. And then we get into Tovlo, obviously, who everyone's really excited about, me included. And then, of course, Fetty Wap, which is going to be awesome as well.
Yeah, I was super excited to see the lineup. Who are you most excited to see?
I'm most excited, I think, for Drum, because I'm a big hip-hop fan, and I think the song Broccoli has just been huge on campus, and I'm excited to see everyone in the crowd going wild for it.
All right, so it's going to hopefully be warmer weather. What are people going to be wearing this year for Juice Jam? I know last year I was not dressed appropriately.
Exactly.
I was freezing the entire day.
Yeah, I know.
What should I be wearing?
That was a trend last year. It was funny seeing people in like really short shorts and tank tops when it was literally 40 degrees outside. But I think, like, honestly, it's starting to become more like fall. So I'm thinking like flannels, stuff like that's going to be kind of cool. I'm definitely wearing pants, so I definitely would recommend pants, especially, and closed-toed shoes as well, because it's going to be a lot of gravel up at Skytop.
Oh, very good to know. So Grant, what exactly do you do to help put on Juice Jam?
So I'm the Public Relations Director, so I serve as the official spokesperson for anything UU related. So like coming onto this show, like stuff like this. I will be directing press tomorrow. I'll be up at Skytop at 6:45 in the morning.
Wow.
I'll be there until 8, so it's going to be a full day. I'll be doing anything press related, anytime anyone needs a comment for anything, anytime photographers are having any issues, I'll be dealing with it. So I'm really excited. It's going to be a long day, but it's going to be a fun one.
That's crazy that you have such a long day. So what about after? After Fetty Wap does his last song, what's it going to be like for you?
I'm just going to be making sure all the press gets home safely, everything's in order, make sure all the artists get off the site safely, and then I'll be going home and hopefully getting some sleep.
So is there any artist in particular you're going to be trying to get a selfie with before they leave?
We try not to get selfies or anything like that with artists, just because we try to like take ourselves really like professionally and stuff like that. But I am really excited to meet Fetty Wap, I think. So that's one of the perks of being on UU, is get to take like a group picture with all the artists and stuff like that. So I'm really excited to interact with him and his team. So I'm really excited.
That's awesome. And if there was any one artist that you could have at Juice Jam that can't make it this year, who would it be?
My dream artist, I think, is DJ Diplo. Having Diplo would be really cool on campus, just because he would kind of like check off a lot of the boxes for a lot of people. He's involved with so many different things musically. So hopefully next year, sometime soon, we can have him come to campus.
That's awesome. So Grant, how does someone get involved in keeping up with what's happening for Juice Jam tomorrow?
Well, definitely follow us on Twitter, University Union. Follow us on Facebook, Instagram, all that good stuff. We'll be posting updates throughout the day of like pictures and live tweeting who's on stage, stuff like that. So definitely follow us along then to see who's going to be on when.
All right. Well, thank you so much, Grant, for talking to us. And two of our own, Mia Rossi and Unique Euster, are here to break down the celeb gossip from this week. Guys?
The entertainment world was stunned this week when Hollywood's it couple Brad Pitt and Angelina Jolie announced their divorce. The couple, who married in August of 2014, has been separated since early September, and Jolie is seeking full custody of their 6 children. Monique, I saw this news when I was walking to class. I got the e-news notification. I was shocked. What was your reaction?
I was so beyond shocked. I was sitting in class and I got it. Also, Jamie actually showed it to me, and we were both beyond surprised. I know that there's been different sources have been saying that this is going to happen for about the past 7 years, so I was just shocked that it actually was true this year.
Yeah, something I read was that I guess TMZ was the first one to actually break it, and they said it was the first real story because gossip magazines have been reporting this for years, but this is the first time it really happened. And I was surprised because with all the Hollywood drama, I always felt like they kind of were okay, despite all the rumors.
Yeah.
So, I don't know. I'm hoping it's going to be a very public divorce, obviously.
Definitely. It's already
and I'm
become so
hoping that just
public.
because they have so many kids that it will be, you know, not as ugly in the public eye as it
Well,
could
that's what they're saying right
potentially
now.
be.
They're saying that the only thing they really want out of this is for their kids to be okay, keep their kids out of the spotlight. I know Brad Pitt was saying he really just didn't want to involve the kids in this, so that's nice.
And I know that Angelina's trying to move away from the Hollywood scene, so maybe that could be better. She's getting, you know, away from that.
Definitely. And the FBI will determine whether a further investigation is needed. There has been a lot of rumors floating around about what actually happened after the Brangelina divorce was announced. And there was initial speculation that Pitt was having an affair with his Allied co-star, Marilyn Cotillard. But the actress quickly denied these allegations with an Instagram post, and she claimed that she had been unfairly swept into these rumors. So it looks like even, I don't know. What do you think about that?
The authorities are getting involved in this. That's a little scary. I know this whole thing has been a lot so high profile.
Definitely.
And it's sad that she's involved, but I'm just hoping that she can sort of, you know, be with her family. I know she has a son, and Brad and Angelina can sort of do their own thing. So I don't know. We'll see what plays out. I'm just hoping for both of them. As Marion Cotillard said in her Instagram post, that she wishes peace and love for both of them.
Definitely. I hope that this wraps up kind of under the radar and the kids don't get drawn in and everybody else is okay.
All right, well, we're 3 days into fall and we're craving all of those famous cider donuts. We're going to show you how to find those coming up.
Hey, Hard, what's this?
That's my resignation letter.
You're resigning.
Why? Because you're constantly ignoring me. You're half as active as you used to be, and you eat stuff like this. You've been putting me under a lot of pressure lately. That's why I'm ready to quit.
I forgot. I'll do better. Please, don't quit on me.
Okay, but remember, it's not what you say, it's what you do.
Listen to your heart. Don't let it quit on you.
Let's go for a walk.
Uncontrolled high blood pressure could lead to a stroke, heart attack, or death. Get yours to a healthy range before it's too late.
And our very own Beacon Skiff Orchard has been voted #1 for their apple cider donuts, so be sure to check them out because they're only a 30-minute drive away. And that's been our show for today. Thanks so much for joining us. I'm Jackie Prager.
And I'm Jamie Weiss. Have a great week.